last Mishnah of the entire 6 orders of the Mishnah. The tractate is called Uktzin. The last Mishnah reads that Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi said that Tzaddikim inherit 310 worlds. Each tzaddik and tzaddik, every tzaddik inherits in the world to come 310 worlds. And how do we know that? Because it's a verse in Mishlei, Proverbs, that reads, L'hanchil ohavai yesh ve'otzrotehem amale. Right? The verse says, Hashem is saying, I will give as an inheritance, Yerusha, Nachala, to those who ohavai, love me. Hashem says, those who love me, I will give them yesh. Yesh is the same numerical value as 310. Yud is 10, Shin is 300. So the verse says, I will give as inheritance to those who love me. So the commentaries explain what Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi is saying. Those who love Hashem are tzaddikim. Because why would someone strive to become a tzaddik? Because he wants to connect to Hashem, and you know that Hashem desires that which is righteous and good, so he will strive to try to become a tzaddik, and he gets 310 worlds. Such a funny number, 310 worlds, such a funny expression also. What's going on here? So the commentators, they explain that take the maximum delight of this world in the entirety, and then multiplied by 310. It's something which you can't even fathom. It's something that's given as an expression of what's waiting out there for those who love Hashem. So now, there's a deeper dimension also. Because the actual literal translation of yesh means there is, something which is, as opposed to ein, something which isn't. So the verse is reading, L'anchil ohava yesh. Hashem is saying, I will give as an inheritance to those who love me, yesh. What does it mean, yesh? Yesh means that there is. What's the idea here? These tzaddikim, who are called people who love Hashem, they are people who stand up to the endless tests of the evil, which try to convince a person throughout his life, throughout all the ups and downs in his life, that there is ein, nothing. That nothing. You've accomplished nothing. You are getting nowhere. Everything in life went down the drain. You're a loser. Everything is in vain. There's nothing to work for, to strive for. Just give up. And these tzaddikim who love Hashem, at every juncture point that they had to reach with these difficult situations, where the yetzer, the evil, was convincing them that there's ein, they stood up and said, no, yesh, there is hope. There is something out there for me. There is a value in what I'm doing. These situations, these people who pass these situations, it's what gives them the title of being those who love Hashem, which means, like what Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi says, a tzaddik. The tzaddikim, they're called tzaddikim because they love Hashem and they love the truth, and they stand up to the negativity where it says to you, ein, they stand up and say, yesh. And this is brought down at the end of the Mishnayot as a teaching that this is what the power of Mishnayot can do to a person. Learning Mishnayot, anyone who learns Mishnayos will see that it's filled from beginning to end with machloket, with arguments, with difference of opinions. Beit Shammai says like this, Beit Hillel says like this, Rabbi Yehuda says like this, Rabbi Shimon says like this, Rabbi Meir says like this. Endless different opinions. All are kosher. Halacha follows one in the end, of course, but all are valued. And the idea that at the end of the Mishnah, this teaching of Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi appears, is to teach us that the power of Mishnayot is that with its disaccord, with the conflict found in all the Mishnayot, that a person has the ability to stand up and say, yes, there is hope for me. Because when seeing all the conflicts, even rooted in the Torah, and yet coming out clear-headed, coming out quote-unquote alive, with hope that there's a pathway to take, So this enables a person also in their personal tests of the Yetzer Hara saying, no, there's no hope, nothing, to stand up, to say yes. From here you see the power of learning Mishnayot and what you can gain from that.